You know, it's no secret that when members of the armed forces came back from the Vietnam War, they didn't exactly come back to a hero's welcome, no big parades. Now, their stories are being told at places like the Soldiers Memorial in downtown St. Louis, but we're going to Perryville, Missouri, where those who lost their lives in Vietnam and those who came back are being honored every day. Anne-Marie Berger has that story.
This is Jim Edelman. He and his wife Charlene are lifelong residents of Perryville, Missouri. Jim is a third-generation Perry County farmer and former meat cutter.
This was my grandfather's farm, and I'm the third generation.
He's also a Vietnam veteran. How many years were you there?
I was there for 1 year.
1 year. That was enough.
Yeah.
In 1968, Jim fought heroically during the Tet Offensive, and unlike many of his friends and fellow Americans, he made it home.
I was in my bunker at 10 o'clock at one night, and a sergeant come there and said, "Edelman, you've got 1 hour to go get packed up and get ready to go. We got a bus going to Benoit. We're going to get the first flight out of Vietnam since the Tet Offensive started." When we got on that plane and we started taxiing down there started mortars coming in, and I was sitting right on the window looking out on off the wing, and there's mortars coming in there, and I thought, oh man, I've made it this far, and now I'm not going to make it, but we did make it out of there, and I got letters back from guys that were still over there, and they said that another 3 weeks before another flight went out. So, you know, I was lucky that I got out.
Lucky and grateful. Before he left Vietnam, Jim made a promise to himself that if he made it home alive, he would do something to honor his fallen comrades.
In the early days, I really wasn't financially able to do much, but I really wasn't nothing come up that I really wanted to do. And finally, I just thought of something on my own, that if, you know, we build some kind of veterans memorial.
Jim gathered the right people together, and more than 5 decades later, after he and Charlene donated $2.5 million and 47 acres of his family's farmland, he broke ground on that promise.
You know, I thought maybe we would just have a welcome center or a museum or, you know, something like that, but I never dreamed that we'd have a Vietnam Wall replica of the one in Washington, D.C.
That's right, rising out of the middle of a cornfield, Jim and his friends erected an exact replica of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall. Built with granite from the same quarry in India as the original wall, it bears the names of the more than 58,000 men and women who gave their lives during the Vietnam War. This isn't a tribute to the Vietnam Wall in Washington, D.C. It's not just a little taste of it. It's an exact replica. Every little detail is the same, even the mistakes.
There's names in Washington, D.C. that are spelt wrong, and we know that, but we had them spelt wrong on this wall, so we could say that we have an identical wall.
If you build it, they will come.
Nancy Guth is the executive director of Missouri's National Veterans Memorial. The memorial officially opened on May 18, 2019, and its off-the-beaten-path location of Perryville, Missouri, has not deterred visitors.
We have probably increased almost 500% since our grand opening. We have people from California, Hawaii, Minnesota, Wisconsin. What I didn't expect was the emotional experience that I'd be going through with all those veterans. It just blew me away. The appreciation of what we're doing for them was just overwhelming. Every day I get a story.
I come down here just to see if I can console myself once in a while. There he is, Dwayne Taylor. Sergeant Taylor, 2nd Battalion, 14th Infantry, 25th Division. He was something. Carried a pineapple all the time with him, a regular eating pineapple. And he always used to tell me, he said, there ain't nobody really gonna get this pineapple. And I guess they didn't. But he was a good soldier.
Missouri's National Veterans Memorial doesn't stop at the Vietnam Wall. There's a welcome center, a military museum, and an honor flag memorial.
When I started this, I said that we have to honor all veterans. It's just not going to be one veterans, Vietnam veterans, or it's going to be all veterans from all wars.
You look out to where your farm is and you see that wall with all those names on it. How do you feel?
Well, it brings back, flashbacks and memories. I'm proud, that I can go down there and look on that wall, and I've got a lot of friends on that wall. I got 2 classmates on that wall, and they got 6 from Perry County here that's on that wall. Just something that it's hard to, tell what kind of feeling it is.